Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lucette, the Unlucky. Let's play Skyrim forever. And just like last episode, we start off here outside of Whiterun after having taken the cart back from a location we had never been to before. Last time we went to Windhelm. Well, we didn't actually go in Windhelm. We had to track down a witch outside of Windhelm because we're on this crazy quest right now, A Night to Remember, which is one of the Daedra quests, which started out here at the tavern here in Whiterun, where we, you know, took part in a little drinking contest with a guy who turns out maybe poisoned our drink or did something weird, and we've been trying to figure out what happened. You know, like Hangover style, the famous movie where, you know, you're just trying to recreate a crazy night that you had and going back to each location, and everyone there tells you some type of wild story of what you did, and they're kind of pissed off at you and you're not exactly sure why. So what we had to do is find this wedding ring that we got from Ysolda somehow here in Whiterun, and apparently we were going to marry some old hograven out in the wilderness or something like that. I'm not quite sure. There was another one involved and some jealousy issues,
Here in the city
and we were in the middle of it.
Those poor sods don't even have a water.
Well, we've been out there in the wild, so anyway, this is our house right here, and we planted these mushrooms last episode, and it looks like they've grown. So let's just pick these, and maybe we'll have another batch when we come back here next time. So we're an alchemist, so this takes our priority over doing quests most of the time. Always stop and smell the roses or pick the mushrooms in this case. So Miko, our trusty dog, by our side. And might as well grab some blue mountain flower there as well. Oh, and looks like poor Ysolda's out here in the rain waiting for us, not on her normal routine where everyone else
finally
is
back.
at this
Look,
time.
I've been patient, but you still owe me.
Okay, well, I got the ring back,
Once
right?
I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans,
Oh,
I'm going to buy the
She's
banner
still got
mare
our
from
normal
Hulda.
dialogue at least. All right, well, here's the ring.
Excellent. Sorry it didn't work out. I know how
Oh
excited
my
you
God,
were for the
how
wedding.
wasted was
You
I if
kept
I was
saying it would
excited
be
for
a
that?
huge ceremony at Morvenskar.
All right,
You
Morvenskar,
said you
that's a
even
clue.
had some magic staff that would handle
And a
all of the
magic
guests.
staff, which is gonna end up being the reward for this quest. We're super excited about that. All right, so let's look through. Oh,
Farewell.
man, like I said last step, she has a little quest item where she wants you to bring her a mammoth tusk. And I somehow can't get it to trigger. I've been carrying around this mammoth tusk. Actually, I have like 10 of them, or a little 9 maybe, right now. But they're really valuable, so we're gonna sell most of them. But she always asks for one in most games, and I cannot get that to trigger. So I don't know. Maybe after we do this quest, it'll trigger. We'll be on her good side. I think we're on her bad side still, but who knows? All right, so it looks like we have to go right back to Windhelm, where we were just there, down at the Witchmist Grove, ran by Kynes Grove, and now we have to go the other way from Windhelm Stables. Oh, so I don't know. Now is the time where I'm like, should I go back to my house and rest, or should I just continue on this quest, or should I go to the store and maybe make some new potions and stuff? I'm not quite sure how much more fighting we're gonna have to do in this quest. There could be a ton of fighting, or there could just be a little bit. I really don't know. And honestly, I already played this game a few days ago and recorded all this, and I still don't even remember how much more to this quest is. I know we ended by the end of this episode, but I'm not quite sure exactly how long it takes us to get there. So we're gonna go head back into our house for a minute here and maybe unload some stuff, or just kind of take a little break from the road.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey Lydia, I was just coming up. Would you like to come down? You first. Me. You want to? All right, she's coming.
Long life to you, Thane.
All right. Well, you don't have to stop at the bottom of the steps when you know that I'm trying to get up there too. So come on. I appreciate the sentiment, though. All right. So let's search our ingredients here. I left all the salt there. I wasn't sure if I had left a bunch of stuff there, but I only put like the most valuable 2 things and also A little surplus salt we had. All right, so yeah, let's get at least some fortify health potions because we don't really have any health potions. We don't need to sell any potions right now, but we do need a, not fortify, restore health potion. Fortify is okay too, but that just gives you more health total. Restore health is what we want because we're gonna get caught in a bind pretty soon if we don't have these. All right, this is why we're always catching butterflies. Helps with the health, and the blue mountain flower, I think we just picked one of those. And of course wheat. Now if we add some other stuff to this potion, we will get a really valuable potion. The giant's toe we can add, and that we can sell. That we're not gonna use because it does some other, like, actually that's one of the potions right there. Damage, magicka, regen. Look at that, it's already worth 700. Just adding hanging moss, a very valuable ingredient. But we don't want to damage anyone's magicka regen. It would still be useful to use it, but with that title, I'm not going to remember to use that when I need health. So even the fortify health is a little off. I would rather have it say restore health when I'm doing it quick in a fight, but fortify health is good enough because I'll notice that eventually. And like I said, that will also, you know, increase our total health. So, or maybe there's three things. You can increase total health, or you can also increase your health regeneration. So that's how fast it recovers your health, and you can just restore it. So there's actually three, and maybe even a fourth one. I don't know. But so yeah, you just have to balance those things, and restore health is just your most basic health potion, and that's kind of what we need now. Of course, we have a ton of imp stools and wheat. We can just make potions from that too. So, we don't have our paralysis match. We can use the imp stool. So I'm hesitant, you know, what I just did there. I'm a little hesitant to use all my imp stools because they're also used for paralysis, which is super important in the style that we're trying to fight with. But at this point, it doesn't matter. We have a bunch of them. We started growing some. So same with that. Fly, I don't even know how to say that word. We have 19 of them, so that's not a rare ingredient for this frenzy potion, but we only have one of these Hallgraven feathers, which we just got from this witch that we killed, actually, that we were supposed to marry. So this is a nice little frenzy potion, and we'll also possibly do some other damage here, which we're looking at. So this is kind of cool that, you know, we were involved in this truly bizarre quest, and now we're gonna take the, you know, remains of our bride-to-be or whatever the hell was going on, and possibly make it into a poison, you know, used to frenzy our opponents against one another. So I think that's pretty cool. Just a way to tie in what you're doing with, you know, not to tie in, you know, like to the what is it called, the spoils of war or whatever, you know. So a way to use that. And the fear potion, of course, is amazing in combat. It just makes everyone run away. So it's pretty funny, actually. Now it's only up to level 11. So you hit a bunch of these bosses and they're at higher levels than that. So it doesn't work that well with them. But all right, fortify block. We can crank a few of these out for later just to reduce our inventory if we want. Although the bleeding crown, well, the bleeding crown mushroom isn't worth anything that valuable as far as poisons go. So we can just crank out a few of those to sell to vendors if we run into any, if we just happen to stop in Windhelm or whatever. Because last time we didn't actually go into the town of Windhelm, but maybe this time we will. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. A lot of stuff going on there, including the Dark Brotherhood questline we can start, joining the Assassin's Guild. And here we have our restore health, you know, back to this one. Just trying to see which ones do which. Keep the wheat for other potions. Okay. So yeah, I decided to do just a little bit of grinding here. Mostly, like I said, we're going to need this stuff if we get into a hairy situations. And with these danger quests, you never know. It's usually something, a mind game type of thing, but there's definitely could throw you into a dungeon with some enemies, or who knows. So we definitely want to be prepared with both poison and healing items to make sure we're ready to go. All right, so look at this. We can so now that's not a very good potion because we're kind of wasting the paralysis of the imp stool, and it's not very valuable, but it will do some damage. So we might make a couple of those just to have those basic 22 health potions. But let's see if there's anything we can match this up with. Lingering, I don't have any match with that. So we'll just a couple of those, and that should be enough. So we're not going to go through and try to clear out all our inventory of ingredients or anything weird like that.
Honored to see you again, my friend.
We're just going to get our basic loadout, basically, for the road. And now we're ready to go. So this is a fun little quest. It's taken us to a few places we haven't been. Not that I necessarily even want to go there. I'm trying to do a more limited type of playthrough with this character where, you know, we center our efforts in the Morthal area and down here in Whiterun. And I'm not really that eager to start expanding that little loop, but, you know, well, I might as well. Well, we do have to go to Windhelm because I do want to do that Dark Brotherhood storyline, so at least this sent us up that way.
Alchemy reagents.
I don't know about Markarth. I don't think I'm going back there with this character.
What do you need, my friend? Ah, so you're an alchemist
Yes,
then.
I've trained with you 100 times, lady. I've been in your shop more than anyone. Of course I'm an alchemist. Anyway, all right, let's just sell some stuff. Not that we need the gold right now, but I'm not sure why I even cared. I guess I just wanted to take a break from this. I could check to see if she has any potions we could use, but just gonna clear out some of these. See if we have any expensive ones. These lingering. I don't have any of those stamina regen potions or anything like that, I don't think. But we have all those block ones. And I might have a few left over from the last time I made some stuff. Well, I have a ton of resist frost potions, which I'm not going to need quite that many of them. Although this does also drain their magicka, and it restores my stamina. So that's a little too complicated for me to be using in combat. I don't tend to need stamina potions either. So
Take care of yourself.
we'll just sell those few just to make a few extra gold and be out of there quick. I just feel like this is just what Lucette would do. It's just her routine. Comes back here, makes some potions, goes to the shop, and before she goes out on a mission. Or, you know, well, after, but we did just come back, so, you know.
Everything's for sale, my friend.
Yeah,
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
We know. We've heard that line quite a few times. All right, let's see what we can sell this guy. Maybe some more of these frost, or we'll start from the bottom. The defender blocking. We don't need blocking potions. That's just something I picked up two-handed, picked up in a dungeon somewhere. I don't make those. They're not super valuable enough to make. Bows. I'm not going to use a bow enough to really remember to take that potion. And I probably will keep some resist frost potions, but I certainly don't need this many of them. Even resist fire. I might need one or two of those, but I'm just kind of looking and weighing the different options as far as just maxing out his gold and depleting my weight and all that. Look at that. Wow, I actually leveled up. I wasn't even realizing I was going to level up. All right, let's get maybe 2 or 3 of those block potions we can get rid of. All right, 2 of those, and he's down to 11 gold. All right, perfect. That worked out great. Now we have 3,000 gold. So we were just at almost no gold when we bought this house. Then we were already back at 3,000. So alchemy is definitely one of the best ways to make a ton of gold in this game. All right, so let's level up. And let's see, maybe we'll do our speech since we did level that up with speech. And we are selling so much. Look at this, performer. So this is interesting because this is the mod, the Ordinator perk system. I haven't really looked at this yet. There's 3 trees it looks like. There's a shouting tree, which we're not using the shouts in this game yet. Well, there's also the bribery there, not a tree. And then here we can speak with animals, which is also a really good thing. I don't think I'll use that for this character, but maybe if I had a hunter character, that'd be nice. Look at this. There's just crazy stuff here. And we can have a wild companion. I want to do a playthrough like that. And look at this. Shockwaves and earthquake drum. Wait a second. This actually is perfect for my Wolf the Worm character, a war drummer. Wow, I think he has been... Okay, Wolf the Worm is a voiced roleplay I was doing. Did that series right before here. I stopped at episode 25 just to, finish the first season or whatever. But I'm going to go back to it really soon. So what Wolf is, he's like a Nord warrior, basically. But there's like a running joke, basically. When he sees the guys in the tavern playing the drum, he's like, oh, I could play the drum because... I like to bang on people's heads, and he also likes to do the smithing, the mining. So it's always a joke, like, because everyone's always like, well, you should join the Bard's College. It's in Solitude. It's like a common line people say. So, like, he's always joking, oh, well, I don't know that I could sing or play the lute, but I could bash on a drum all day. So I didn't realize that was a perk there. So that would actually be perfect for his character. So it looks like I'm leveling up speech on Worm, who... Let's just put it this way. He's not the best talker in the world or anything. But, yeah, that is going to be quite an interesting direction to be able to use a war drum in combat like that. And, of course, he doesn't need to join the Bard's College to do that. But it will be part of his storyline because I've kind of been joking, or teasing that a lot. So we do have another perk we can do. So I'm just kind of... going through the alchemy perk tree here. Looks like we need to get to level 60 or higher for a lot of these. The advanced lab, I could upgrade this lab right here to be this advanced lab, and I actually have enough gold to do it, so that's interesting. Not here, but here in Whiterun. So I might do that, but I think I'm just going to bank that perk right now, and we'll deal with that later, because that's a big decision to make, and it's not like just leveling up my speech, which I can kind of do more impulsively. Oh, and there's lovely Ysolda. Hey, Ysolda, how you doing? All right, looks like she forgot all about the troubles we had the other day, so that's good news, right? She was quite angry at us for that whole wedding ring situation, so we don't want to be on her bad side. She's a nice lady. I always like her. I think I might have even married her at one point in one of my ancient playthroughs, which getting on in years now when this game came out. Almost 10 years ago here, so. Yeah, so she's one of my exes, or, well, we're probably still married in the game save somewhere on my old Xbox 360. I heard you can actually take those and play those, and at least in the old version of Skyrim on PC, you could transfer your save from Xbox 360, so I actually want to do that someday and just kind of like continue those adventures. I had a few characters there, and I don't know. I remember she was in there somewhere, but I can't remember exactly what was going on. All right, so it looks like we're heading right back to Windhelm. I guess Lucette didn't feel like turning right around to do it, so she felt like doing the shops for a minute. Because we're literally just there and came back. That's where we were arriving from at the beginning of this episode. So take a little shortcut here. I love the sound of the water beneath our feet on here. It's very immersive.
I can take you to any of the hold capital. Where do you want to go?
Well, we're going right back to Windhelm.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
So yeah, we're solving the mystery of our drunken night.
Oh, steady.
Trying to figure out what the heck happened. And it's probably not something good. These stage requests are usually pretty weird and creepy. And somewhat dark, or at least, strange. I don't know how to describe it. It's good because a lot of the stuff in Skyrim I feel is a little generic. The shopkeepers and the the Jarls and all that, but the danger quests are where things get a little interesting, so I always enjoy those. Here we are back in the snowy wastes. And I think we just have to head over here across the river. Morvaskir. Sounds like some type of ancient Nord burial type of place. I don't know. Grab some snowberries while we're in town. And it is quite windy up here, as per the name Windhelm. Alright, so I think we have to pull up this way. There's some wolves down there. Well, we don't have to go chasing them unless Miko chooses to. Alright. Always looking for more ingredients for our potions along the side of the road. Alright, so it looks like it's right up there at that castle, so I'm not quite sure how to get there right now. Who's
Are
this?
you finished?
Oh
Our
my
lady
god, this guy's
Grotesque?
everywhere.
I suppose I should be grateful once and maintain.
I might have to kill that guy at some point. I wonder if he respawns. Or I wonder if they're just different ones, but he does say the same line in the same voice. Alright, definitely have to grab that creep cluster. It looks like the road bends around here, so this has to be the way up. As we splosh around in the puddles, in the cracks. Man, I love the pathways in this game. Everything to me looks super realistic, where like, it's not all in a straight line, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the best graphics compared to like the detail in today's graphics or anything like that, but the actual design of it, I think is just so well done. Even that sword, look at it, it looks kind of beat up, you know? That's why I love Skyrim so much. It's so desolate and run down, and it's just different from your typical fantasy game where everything's super magical looking or whatever. I mean, even Oblivion is like that. The Imperial City, it's like so like bright and clean, and I don't know. I like Windhelm. It's like dark and dirty, and you know, everyone hates each other there. It's like, it's just more like real life. I don't feel like you know, Oblivion, I actually love the Imperial City and the design of it, but it definitely feels like you're in some sort of fantasy world. Whereas here, it just feels like we're like struggling out in the wilderness, and there's crazy mystical forces everywhere, and we have to deal with them. All right, so we got out our crossbow. We're trying to scope this out and take out whoever's in that watchtower, but it doesn't look like there's anyone there. So I'm here holding this bow back. I was expecting to have to fire off multiple shots there, and didn't happen. So unfortunately, we're not gonna have the ranged option when we go in the front door. So we're gonna quickly switch to our other weapon after we unload this first bolt, because we've already poisoned it. So oh, it looks like we're in a death trap. No big deal. We just went over a pressure plate there. I didn't notice because I was concentrating on my bow. And this is why they don't need guards, I guess, right? Alright, so that's the plate. Let's go around it. And of course, Miko's gonna set it off, so yeah, we made it in time. What was that? Oh, there. Okay, we can get a ranged shot in or two. Alright, nice. Zapped them with the poison. Let's see if we can... Oh, square away. Oh, and they're healing already, I think. I forget what poison we just did on this. They're healing really quick off of this, I think. Or they're just resisting the poison altogether. I don't know what's going on. We better switch to our blade. Looks like the moon might be out. I don't know. This is for the moon. Alright. Let's see what time it is. 7 p.m. Okay. Well, I don't even know if the moon comes out at night. I've seen them out during the day. There's two moons. I don't know if both of them have to be out or one, or what the moon cycles are in this game anymore. So let's just use it anyway. And then we have our lightning bolt in our left hand. And they're all throwing fire at us, so we're burning up pretty good. Let's take some health potion. We went into that full force and 3 flames flying at us at the same time. Let's use one of these fortify and restore. because we know we're going to get hit a few more times. And let's frenzy them against each other. Well, they resisted our silent moves enchantment, but it doesn't say they resisted frenzy. Oh wow, this is tough. This flame is doing a ton of damage on us. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Where's that health potion we just made? All right, there we go. Fortify health. We'll increase our health again. And how about just regular healing? All right. That looks good. Should I use the magic of poison? All right, let's use that. If they live, it'll diminish. Look at that. We poisoned their magicka, and he pulled out the dagger right away. So that actually worked. They put the flame right away. So that was pretty cool. And then an easy kill when they just have a dagger. So that worked out really well. Oh, okay, let's see. Wow, looks like they had some alchemy ingredients as well, including a spell. I might have gotten that spell already. I'm not sure. Alright, alteration spell. I don't really use alteration all that much, but who knows. I think I do have a transmute, what is it? Transmute iron ore into silver? I think that is alteration. So look at that. We got a new ingredient we used. And a lesser ward. Okay, that's like a shield you can put on, a magical shield. So we might end up using that. You never know. Alright, let's save this, because this is a difficult quest. I mean, we're getting attacked by some really tough mages right on the outside here. Spraying fire at us from all directions. So I think it's going to get even harder when we go inside. So we're about to hit the climax of this whole thing. So I assume there's going to be a boss or something up ahead. Alright. Of course, we're in no hurry. We're going to pick the apples out of the bins. Miko, we're not in a hurry, but you don't need to block us in there. Alright, let's see what this one has. Well, they all had an ingredient, I think. Then here's the bolt we put into it down there at the bottom. Might as well grab that. Reuse that. Okay, where do we go? Jeez, this place is like a little maze here. I don't know whether we need to go into all these places or what. Let's see. There might be a chest. I guess we can't go in there. I mean, I'm not too big into looting in this playthrough. Oh, look at that, our favorite wine. We love to drink the wine. So this is one of the, that's what I was just about to say. We're not too into looting, but there's a few things that we'll take when we find them. Couldn't seem to pick those up. All right, well, those look like they were going to be the empty wine bottles, but they were completely full. So Lucette is happy, and she is ready now to continue with this. And, you know, well, who knows? This is the guy that poisoned her with wine, so perhaps those were poisoned wines too, but Lucette's not thinking that way. They look good to her. Whoa, what is that? Wow, what? That looks pretty badass. We can ride a Daedric wolf and scare everyone away. All right, well, we're gonna have to use that at like a very opportune time in the game where it's super dramatic, because that seems really cool. Might be something I would want to find in a spell instead of a scroll, but that might be a little too OP if you can use that all the time, right? Wow, it is super windy up here. I can barely even see up that way. Looks like it all goes to the same place, though. Let's see if anything around the bend. Just another way in, maybe. All right. Anything up here? Just trying to fully loot this area before we go inside. Just in case there's something good. Basically looking for more barrels of ingredients and salt piles now. Alright, let's just jump down. Anything there? Alright, we're good. We're gonna go into a Morven Scar and finish up this A Night to Remember questline. Alright, well, no one in the entranceway here, so That's a good sign. Didn't get attacked as soon as we walk in. Anyone in this room? Pretty quiet in here. Looks like these guys are quite some party. Oh, that one was empty. That one fooled me. Got some salmon here. I don't know why we're taking this. You don't usually get the salmon roe unless they're jumping in a waterfall. Well, we can get this elf's ear and garlic. So this is a huge haul now for our alchemist. And of course, alto wine. Maybe even a little better than regular wine. You know, might as well drink a few of those. Alright, a lot of empty wine bottle. We can hear someone using the blacksmith's area in the next room. They don't seem to notice someone came in, or maybe they just think it's a fellow bandit doing something in the next room. They're probably all pretty drunk right now because there's a lot of empty wine laying around. Look at this. Oh, it looks like it's down there. Oh, a conjurer. Okay, so they are. We also are learning conjuration. We're not very good at it yet, but we're learning. We've used a staff more than spells. Although we did learn a spell of skeleton recently. I think. I might not have learned that yet. I forget.
Swear, they're making me do this for a laugh.
Alright, here's the forge.
Did you hear something?
Yeah, I'm right here. Oh, another fire mage. Didn't burn us that badly. Oh, and I missed completely. Nope, this is the best I can do. Wow, they have a spectral wolf. Look at that. That is a conjurer in there. For sure. Oh, you're yielding? Why are you spraying fire still if you're yielding? Oh, the other one's yielding. Well, your buddy's not yielding, so tough for you. Miko finished that one off, and I accidentally sliced Miko with my Silent Moon sword, which is not good. I'm telling you now, if I kill Miko, I'm reloading the save. Look at this. Oh, it was a staff. Wow. That's really cool. That's what I was just talking about. We don't really have the know-how or the skill to use the actual spells. And of course, if that person was using a spell, they wouldn't have the spell book on them. So this is a way now we can now use the spectral wolf ourselves without learning the enchantment. Now we do have to keep them charged. If you noticed, I think in the last episode, all of our staffs are out of charge. I actually have a really good conjuration staff that I can't use because I don't have any filled soul gems to charge it with. So that's the problem with the staffs as opposed to a spell, because if you use a spell, you're just using your magicka, which will regenerate fairly quickly. So, but that's why I like to say we're a novice conjuration student. We don't know how to do any of the good spells yet, maybe a few basic ones, but we do like to use the staff, and we've studied with Thalion over in Morthal. Alright, let's see what we have here. See, there's our transmute ore spell. We can just use that right now to change this ore into silver ore. It takes a lot of magicka, so now we could have taken that potion of alteration, but there's no need. I would do that if I have like a stock of this stuff, maybe. And then take like a magicka regen potion as well, to get that going quicker. All right, let's see what we have. Well, we still have 4 more, so it's not worth doing all 4 right now. So let's just switch our our weapon's good. We just have to switch. All right, let's use this staff. Yeah, we'll use the staff and then switch back to the magic lightning bolts after we use the staff. And let's just do a quick save here because that was pretty complicated. Okay, here we go. Through the door into the next level of this dungeon. And this is like one of those real old school typical dungeons here. But you see what I mean about how everything's kind of uneven in here, and it just looks a little more realistic to me than. And there's cobwebs everywhere. Everything's kind of run down. Of course, clutter everywhere because they're partying pretty hard in this place. All right, so there's our wolf. Well, I tried to send it down there and missed, and it came right next to me. So I don't think anyone's in this part of the room anyway. There they are. Well, they're sending shock. Here's some shock right back at you. And I have a sword too, buddy, so sword plus shock is better than that. And you're paralyzed right now, so I can just zap them while they're on the ground. Whoa, wait. That guy just got resurrected by his necromancer friend over here. That's pretty crazy. I killed that guy and he came back right back from the dead because this guy revived him. So we're not doing that well. I mean, we killed 2 of them, but they have the upper hand now. So let's restore some health and damage these. And wow, that was a crazy explosion. I think I hit a trap or something. Yeah, I'm standing on a pressure plate or something there. That's not good. These guys have traps everywhere. Or I guess the Nords who built that place put the traps. I don't think these wizards put them in. But they know where the traps are, and we don't. There's the pressure plate I was stepping on. Alright, well, we'll just... Wow, they're not taking much damage at all. Alright, a little more there. At least we're sort of stopping them in their tracks a little bit. We're using all our health potions just from these. I'm glad I made all those potions. Wow. I was definitely prepared for this fight. I would be running and hiding right now if I didn't make all those potions. Okay, well, there they go. I mean, they're not the toughest. I am going in full blast to a face full of flames. So I would definitely have to be a little stealthier if I didn't have all those potions. So. But we did it. We killed this room full. Look at there. There's one of those soul gems, but it wasn't charged. This, though, is the other staff I have. So now I have a duplicate. So I actually can use the staff of Avenging Wraith. That's the spell I had. That's the exact staff I had that isn't charged. So that's pretty cool. That's what's weird though, is that is an alteration spell and not a conjuration spell, even though you're kind of conjuring stuff like you would a bound bow, but I guess it's not. I don't know. You're altering something. Oh, I almost stepped on that plate again. Okay. Yeah. I might have to take the perk. I think there's a sneak perk where you don't set off those plates, which I actually take a lot of time just because I do tend to level up my sneak with more general characters. Not with a mage like this, though. Obviously, she likes to go in not head first. What is it? Guns blazing, I should say. Oh, here we go. Look at that. We just fell again. Yeah, I'm not very aware. But this is where we have to go now, into some mystical grove. Alright, look at that. Some nice gold here. And some pretty valuable boots. This is a weird place. But I think we're going to explore the rest of this cave right now. I didn't go into this other room over here to loot before we go, because who knows where we're going to go. I mean, we woke up in Markarth the last time we did something, so I don't know that we're going to be able to come back here. So let's just loot. I think we have a whole other area over here. Oh, and look, we did it again. Okay, well, hopefully that didn't wake these guys up. Just the bedrooms here. And an enchanting table. Oh, and here we have an enchantress sleeping. I can't reach her from here. Alright, hit her once. And looks like I just paralyzed her. Or did I kill her? I guess she's dead. Okay. I thought she just fell over. I guess she wasn't glowing with the paralyzation. Or that was a he. It sounded like a female voice. I don't know. I could have. Okay, well, looks like we have another conjuring expert here. So let's fight fire with Ghost and put our sparks back on after that. Well, our Ghost looks on, but so does this mage. Oh, there's the mage. Alright, Nico, thanks for doing much of the work there, and we'll just take the final killing blow away from you. No big deal. Oh, these mage robes are worth a pretty penny, especially per weight. They only weigh 1. Definitely the best armor to take to sell, even though it's not worth that much each, but you're not going to get a better pound per gold ratio than that, except in precious gems or anything. Like certain things like that. All right, let's whoa, what is this? Do we have a whole other area here? What is going on? Huh? Oh, this guy's got a name. This must be the boss of this dungeon. Okay. I don't know why you're behind a locked door. That's a little weird, but... And not much of a boss either, but at least you have a name. Wow, and a lot of stuff. They're really into scrolls and staffs here, huh? Look at that. Wow. All right, this is an amazing conjuration spell. This is what we actually just encountered this earlier in the dungeon when one of them raised their fallen comrades to fight up against us. So we'll be able to do that now. Raise the enemies to fight against each other, or... Ew. Oh, this guy's down here doing some weird stuff, that's for sure. What do we have here? Oh, a paralysis potion. Nice, our favorite. Well, might as well check in there. It looks like just a bunch of corpses. But maybe a chest over in the corner. Oh, I guess not. Alright, well that's disgusting, and there's nothing to search in there anyway, so... I don't think I should have done that. Alright, just glance around a little bit. And see if we missed anything. Take a second, swoop around this room. Oh, there's the pressure plate. Can we search this without setting off the plate? Alright. Wow, crimson. That is actually pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put that on. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're a vampire hunter, so crimson gives that blood, you know, blood type of look. So I like that. I really like that. We've been wearing that same black cloak for a while. I think crimson, I mean, look how it goes with the reddish vampire armor, which we took off one of the first vampires we killed. I think it was the very first one we killed. So, wow, wasn't expecting to upgrade our uniform anytime soon. I thought we'd go with the Dawn Guard stuff after a while, but might as well just take that cloak. I really like the look of that. It's just a slight improvement over our old one. And there's the screenshot from this episode, if you'll recognize that. Look at the troll skulls they have out here. This is an evil, evil place. We're going to do a hard save here. I don't know what we're going to face when we go through here. It'll probably be a worse boss than that last guy, that's for sure. That guy was pretty easy to beat, so... Probably be some Daedric prince that we'll have to destroy or give in to their whims. Always some type of sort of moral decision or something there. Alright, so just gonna pose a little here while we make our way through. Alright. Oh, I like that string light with the lanterns. Alright, well, it looks like they're still partying here. I guess this is the god of drunken wine or something.
Beginning to think you might not make it.
Okay, well, I'm here. Yeah, it took a while. You've had me running all around town.
I thought you might not remember your first trip here.
Oh,
I
was here already.
Night. I think you've definitely earned the staff.
All these people are mine to do my bidding and work for me, you mean?
You can throw all those out. You see...
Whoa.
I really just needed
my God.
to encourage you to go out into
this guy's
the world
badass.
and spread merriment.
Merriment?
And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years.
Nice. Okay. This was just a prank?
Just a prank? Just a prank? The Daedric Lord of
the
Debauchery
Daedric Lord of Debauchery.
Pranks.
I love it.
This may have begun as a minor
I love the
amusement,
look of this guy.
but it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not quite holy staff.
Nice. So, yeah. Of course, it's not a staff as in your workplace. It's a
Let's be
stave
honest
that we can
here.
use to...
I don't always think my decisions through.
This guy's
but
wasted.
You're going
Look at the
places.
keg.
Maybe a little influence from
Of
your
course, that's why all the
old
wine
Uncle
bottles
Sam
were
could
everywhere
help
up there.
adjust your course a bit.
Okay. Well, thanks, I guess.
My pleasure. But I think it's time for you to go.
Nice.
No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Okay. Well, the staff is magic, so it was in some magical realm, I guess. I don't know exactly how any of that stuff works. All I know is this is one of my favorite artifacts in the game.
Come on in.
Oh, and here we are back at the Bannered
Let me know if
Mare.
you need anything.
Nice.
Take a seat by the
So
fire
yeah,
and I'll send someone
basically
over.
you can conjure that guy to fight for you, just the way I conjured that Avenging Wraith. So I have used this with other characters. My main character, my first original character.
Once I've made enough money trading
know,
with the Khajiit caravans,
he
I'm
was an
going to buy
archer
the
basically,
Bannered
but
Mare
I
from
always
Hulda.
use that staff. So
Yeah,
I've used that
it's got to be
hundreds and hundreds of
Worst
times. So
thing
I
is,
love it. All right, we're
nobody
just trying to
wants
see if
them
we
in
can
the
sell
city.
this damn
Matter
mammoth
of fact,
husker her
and
now.
the Lord knows a liar
I
when
was
she
speeding
sees
through
one.
this, and I guess that quest
Farewell.
didn't affect her at all. So I think we need a drink after that, right? Or maybe I should think twice about
Fine day
that.
to you, friend.
Is this
wake
one
up.
of those I'm never
Well
drinking
met,
again, or
friend.
is this
How
like
can I help you?
I need a drink?
God's blessings on you.
I think maybe we'll hold off right now. All right, everyone's enjoying
Hello,
their
friend.
merriment.
You want a drink?
All right, let's see. Sadia's here. Of course, we did a quest
Depends.
saving her
Are you
life.
thirsty? Hungry? Both.
I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. Look at all this wine. We'll take a couple. And, pie. All right, let's take some pie. Why not? And might as well take the salt for our potions and ingredients.
Who's welcome in the Bannered Mare?
All right. Well, drink that wine, eat that pie, and yeah, we're out
Good
of
to
here.
see you again.
All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back next time with another episode of
I enjoy
Lucette.
this work well enough.
The
but I'm ready
Unlucky.
to retire. I've been thinking of selling me into Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
But this land is ours, and we'll
What can I get you?
Be
careful and stay safe.
Our hopes and our dreams.